Sheila Shimmers, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing a foundation, and this is actually one that is not really new, but I've always been so intrigued by it. This one is by Wonder Beauty, and it's called the Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation. So I have tried many things from Wonder Beauty. Most of them have come in my BoxyCharm, not going to lie. Like I tried their under eye patches, and their mask, and I think their mascara, and all the stuff that I tried for them was so good and just left a good impression in my eyes. I've heard Kathleen liked also mention this foundation, and she has dry skin just like myself, so super intrigued. I went to Riley Rose last week and I came upon it because it is so hard to pick a foundation shade. I'm not even gonna lie, like they only have like 12 shades, so I think with the one that I swatched in the store, and maybe the right one for me. Go ahead and check it out today, see how it wears to my skin. We're going to be doing a wear test as well for like 8 or 10 hours. So it's going to be a good video. I'm really excited for it. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. And as always, don't forget to subscribe below, like this video, and let's just go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so like I said, this one is a Wonder Beauty Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation. This is like the box that it comes with. I'm going to show you guys the bottle itself. This is it right there. I feel like it looks kind of like a CC cream. It's a little tube bottle, but it actually doesn't squeeze out. It's kind of like a doe foot applicator. I will be opening it for you. I really like the packaging of this. I love the like maroon color that they have, and I love the gold cap. And of course, I feel like doe foot applicators have been growing on me when it comes to foundation because I've been using the Kiko Milano so much, and it just makes it so easy to kind of just like paint on your face or dot it and then just go ahead and blend it with whatever you're blending it. It skips a step of you like getting your your hands dirty or anything. So I ended up choosing the shade Tan, and it does come in 12 shades like I said. This one retails for $40 and it comes with 1.01 fluid ounces. The foundation itself just says a weightless fluid foundation formulated for full coverage with a natural and radiant finish, designed with a doe foot applicator to deliver seamless coverage wherever you wander, enriched with niacinamide and lotus flower to improve skin's radiance. It says it's formulated without parabens, phthalates, synthetic fragrance. It is cruelty-free, formulated without mineral oil, and it's dermatology tested. I think it's a really good foundation. I'm going to just check on the Sephora website. That is also where you can get it. I got this one at Riley Rose. I assume you can also get it at the Wonder Beauty website as well. But it's good for dry, normal, and combo skin. Like I said, it's full coverage. It's supposed to have a natural finish. It says that it receives heat, humidity, and sweat. As little as one layer magically makes blemishes, redness, and discoloration disappear with an undetectable skin-like finish. So it says, using the doe foot applicator, dot Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation all over your face and blend outwards in circular motions. Spot concealed by targeting imperfections and blend out with your fingers. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and try it. I will be obviously just trying it first kind of on the side of my face because I want to see if I chose a good shade for me. So I'm just going to blend it kind of towards my neck. I feel like it's a little warm. It is definitely warm, but I felt like the one before this one was just too light. I feel like it's going to be a good match. Once I apply like my concealer and everything over top, I feel like it'll be a good match, especially because my shoulders are kind of more tan than the rest of my, my face and everything. I'm going to be priming my face with this Tarte Smoothing Primer. I always do this. It's my go-to, so if I stick to the products that I know, I feel like I'm going to get a good grip on how this foundation performs, because this is how I just apply my makeup all the time. So I'm going to be putting a little bit of this underneath my eyes, and my skin just feels like extra dry today. So if this is good for dry skin, then it's definitely going to show today. I'm going to be starting with the right side of my face, and I'm just going to be putting a little bit of this. I want to do like a light layer. It feels like a little bit goes a long way, so that might not be a light layer. But I'm just going to be blending this one out with my brush, and like I said, I'm going to be going outwards and in circular motions. So let's go ahead. It's definitely a little bit warm. Like the undertones are a little bit too golden for me. It's not a bad match, but I feel like it's just a little too golden, but it will fit. Especially the more you blend it out, like the more it I don't know, like sets into your skin. First of all, that blended out really easy. I felt like I put a lot of product, but I guess I didn't, because that is a very light application. I wouldn't even call it like medium because it didn't really cover any of my blemishes over here, or like my my pimples or anything. I'm going to just do one more layer on this side because I want you guys to see like one side without and one side like kind of medium to fold. I don't really want to do like a full coverage. So I'm just going to be applying a little bit more right there. And I guess over here. And let's go ahead and see if this builds. It feels very, very lightweight. Like super lightweight. And I really, really like the finish that it's giving me. Definitely not fully matte. But I feel like I'm not seeing like as much radiance as I was expecting. Alright, so that feels like it's a little bit more covered. And I feel like I applied a lot of product, but I still don't see the full coverage. I kind of see a medium. And this is where I'm comfortable with, but if they're going to call it full coverage, I was expecting it to cover a little bit more than this because I can still see like my redness over here, my pimples over here, my pimples over here, and then my redness on my nose. So I don't know, but that is one side with kind of, I don't know, like a pump and a half maybe. And then this is my side with no makeup. I feel like it definitely evened everything out. I feel like the foundation match is actually a pretty good one now that everything is like on and like it's kind of like setting onto my face. But we're just going to go ahead and do the other side. I'm going to be using a sponge for that one. And let's just go ahead. I'm going to try to apply the same amount that I applied the first time. And I'm going to be using this Real Techniques little sponge to blend it all out. Alright, so I'm definitely getting a little bit more coverage with the sponge. Surprisingly. And it also looks like the finish is a little bit more like satin on this side. Like it definitely looks more like skin-like. I love both sides. I honestly like it. The difference is so small that I don't really see it. But I do see a tiny bit of difference, especially on how much it covered over here. It might be because I do have this really big like thing going on right here. So I was expecting it to like cover that. But I just feel like this side blended out a lot better. I'm going to apply a little bit more. Just so I can like match the both sizes to the same coverage. Okay, so this side, definitely full coverage. So if I was going to apply this foundation for like a fuller coverage, I would go with a sponge. And if I was applying it for like a more sheer coverage, I would probably go with a sponge. Okay guys, so this is like actually looking really, really nice. I feel like on the screen my face looks a lot darker because like I said, the undertone is not right. But I feel like I'm going to apply just a lighter concealer to bring everything back and like bring the brightness to my face. But other than that, I really, really like how this is looking. I feel like it feels very skin-like. I do have a good amount of foundation in my face. It does feel like it's setting onto something. Like I don't feel like I need to apply any powder. And it just like looks really, really nice and healthy. So I don't know. I really, really like it. I feel like it covered enough where I feel like really comfortable with how it's looking. So now I'm going to apply just some concealer. I'm going to go with my favorite one at the moment. This one is a Mora Beauty 200 Latte Concealer. And I'm just going to try to bring a little bit of brightness to my face. So I'm applying this kind of on my lids. Just a tiny bit on my nose. A little bit up here. I have been noticing that since I stopped putting concealer on my forehead, it's made such a difference with like the texture on my forehead where like I don't look cakey at all even if I have a ton of foundation on. So I've been just like, I stopped doing that. That is such like a YouTube thing to do, but it's like so unnecessary. Like I don't know many people that actually need that much coverage on their forehead. I mean, if you do, by all means, but like if you don't, then don't overdo it, you know? Alright, so I feel like it's warming up a little bit more now. Like, I don't know, but in person it actually looks really good. I'm just like looking at the viewfinder, and I just feel like I'm looking a little bit darker on my face. I'm going to be setting just the concealer with my Chanel just translucent powder. So I'm going to be setting underneath and on my lid area. Alright, so I brought you guys a little bit closer just so you can see. This is looking so so nice. Like, none of the areas are looking very powdery. None of the areas are looking like patchy. It blended out really nice into my skin. It's not really clinging to any areas as well. Like, it just looks super, super nice and like skin-like. I would definitely use this foundation for like an everyday because it just has that like comfortable feeling to it. And I just feel like I don't know, my skin is just looking really, really nice since I applied it. But obviously we have to wear it throughout the day and see how it wears. But so far I feel like I really like this. I am gonna just do the rest of my makeup and then I'll be back to show you guys how everything looks. Alright, so makeup is on. I honestly feel like this is one of the foundations that I'm really, really gonna like just because of how it looks. Like, as soon as I applied it, it just felt really, really comfortable, and it just looks like it's a foundation that I've had for a long time for some reason. And it's just an everyday foundation, and I really just love the finish of it. I doesn't feel like anything on my skin, but I still see some kind of like shine coming through, and it didn't really like home onto any dry patches. Like I said, my skin was really, really dry this morning, so I was kind of scared of doing, you know, a foundation review when my skin is so dry, because it honestly shows. Like, it shows when your skin is really dry and you're applying a really good foundation. It just doesn't even look good on you. So I was just trying to, you know, portray the reality of this foundation, and I feel like for dry skin, if you do have dry skin, combo, or normal skin, I feel like you really like this. As far as the finish is probably my favorite thing. As far as coverage, I would call it like sheer to medium. I did feel like I could have kept going, building it up, but this is just where I'm comfortable with. So if you are going to apply just something really full coverage, I would recommend going with the sponge versus the brush, because the brush definitely gave me a more sheer application, at least the brush that I'm using. I really loved the doe foot applicator. It was so nice to just use. The shade was a little bit too dark for me, but I feel like after I put everything on, it actually like matches really nice with like the concealer and everything. I feel like it's a really good match. So I'm not really mad at the shades. What I am mad about is probably the range, because there's not many options that you can choose from, even for medium skin tones, and not to mention deeper skin tones. So that is my only complaint with it. It is definitely very expensive. You do get 1 fluid ounce, but for something like as lightweight as this, I don't know if it's worth it to spend the $40. I did want to try it, and I'm glad that I did, because I'm definitely going to be loving this one. But I just wanted to mention that you can definitely get something like this from the drugstore without spending the big, you know, that having to pay the big price tag. So far I'm really comfortable with it. It is 6 a.m. right now. I will be wearing this throughout the day, letting you guys know how it looks on me. But so far I feel like I really like it. Hi guys, it has been almost 5 hours. It's 11:40 right now, and I think that the foundation is actually looking pretty nice. Let me see. I'm noticing a little bit of texture right here, and I'm noticing that it definitely got a little bit more dewy, but it still doesn't look like greasy dewy. Still, it's a really nice look part. I think that it looks really matte on these sides, so I think I really like it. The only dewy places I'm seeing is right here and maybe my shin. When I touch it, I feel like it feels a little bit more like foundation than it did in the beginning, but it's really comfortable, and I feel like the coverage and everything is still there. So yeah. Alright, so I was stupid enough yesterday to come back from work and actually take my makeup off and not finish my video. But today I decided to just wear it throughout the day. I kind of put it on and then I filmed this video. So I've had it on for about 5 or 6 hours. I did wear it yesterday for about 12 hours. So when I came home, I was just like over it. I took it off. I actually forgot. Like, it was such a long day. I just forgot I was filming. But I do really have a really nice idea of how it looks. And honestly, the foundation didn't really change after like hour 6. It just kind of looked like this, and I feel like I have to say that it's a foundation that I would definitely use for like every day. I wouldn't use it for like a full glam, because I just don't feel like it's full coverage enough for me, and like the finish of it is like nice, but it's also like not the smoothest finish that I have tried. So for $40, I don't think like it's like the best foundation you can get. I feel like there's other foundations that you can get with kind of like the same finish for less money, like the Kiko Milano one, the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover. I just feel like there's so many other ones that kind of have like the same finish and that are a little bit better than this one. I don't know. I don't hate it. I do feel like I really like it. I also feel like it doesn't bring a lot of product for some reason. I maybe like the packaging, it just doesn't make it feel like it actually has all the products in here. But I feel like it's a little bit expensive in my opinion. I do really like the finish. I feel like it really wore really nicely. My skin looks really nice and everything is covered, but I would probably call this a medium coverage. You start to look a little bit dewy after like maybe hour 3 or 4, but it just really doesn't go anywhere from there. So if you are dry, normal, and combination skin, I would really recommend this foundation if you're looking for something like this and you don't mind spending the extra bucks. But if you are looking for something like this and you want to just start with something from the drugstore, like I said, Maybelline Dream Urban Cover, the Kiko Milano Full Coverage Foundation and Concealer. There's so many other ones. I will try to link some below. If not, just please ask me. But yeah, I feel like it's a nice foundation. I really liked it. I'm going to keep it because I did really like it. Not my number one. So that is how I'm feeling about it. I definitely have to try it out a little bit more, maybe mix it with other foundations and see how it wears, because on this area right here, I feel like I'm seeing a little bit of redness still and a little bit of texture peeking through, and my forehead is also not looking the best. It didn't really crack anywhere. I was really wearing my glasses yesterday like all day, and it didn't really rough off anything. So that's pretty nice, but I don't know, to get to where I am right now, I have to apply the foundation at least 3 times and blend it out with my sponge. I didn't feel like I got enough coverage with the brush. I did try it again today and the same thing happened. I just got more coverage from my sponge than my brush, and I felt like I applied a lot of foundation on my face. It doesn't feel like anything, which is nice, and I really didn't even have to set it either. So maybe if you set it, you get kind of like some of this shyness to go away, but I just felt like I have so much foundation on my face and I just know it. Not that it feels like it, but I just don't like putting this much foundation. So overall, it's a nice foundation for everyday wear. I would probably go with a Hello Happy Flawless Brightening Foundation before I purchase this one, because that one you can at least get like the smaller size and it's a little bit less expensive. But that one does get a lot more dewier on me just in regular. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this foundation. I'm sorry that I cut the video off. I'm sorry guys that I forgot I was filming it yesterday. I'm glad that I got to wrap up this video, and I really hope that I helped you guys, because I did wear it twice, so now I know how I feel about it a little bit more. I really enjoyed the doe foot applicator though. I really have to say that was a really nice just plus for this foundation. But yeah, that's it for this video guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe below, like this video, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye!